Hi everybody and welcome to Truewants. So here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. Now we film live here. I do not edit. I prepare and do as much as I can ahead of time because as soon as I know something, I want you to know it too so that we can be in the know together. So if you enjoy informative videos where we learn a little bit more about the brands, the products, the deals, and of course the spoilers on the subscription boxes that I'm enjoying, and hopefully you are too, then I hope you will continue to be part of the growth of this channel simply by subscribing. It is free and it is easy. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button that's right underneath this video and you are in. It really is that simple. I highly recommend you ring the bell that's right beside it and the word all, because a lot of days we have multiple videos, including today. So I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. We just finished filming the first early spoilers for FabFitFun, filled with so much information. So if you get FabFitFun, this is a channel for you as well. So don't forget to subscribe. Like I mentioned, it's free and it's easy. Ring that bell and hit the word all. As always, I appreciate the thumbs up if you enjoy all the content that I make. A great habit to form when you're watching a channel that you want to support is immediately, as soon as you arrive, to hit that thumbs up. So thank you to everybody that has been helping this channel grow simply by subscribing, making sure that that bell is rung, and of course that thumbs up. As always, I appreciate so much when you guys take the opportunity to share in the comments when you've had the opportunity to try any of the products that we're going through, and you share in this video and you share your actual experience. All right, so like I mentioned, we already have up today a fantastic video from FabFitFun, so hopefully you've had the opportunity to catch up on that one first. But we finally now have the official spoilers for not only the whole inspiration behind the bag design, but also some for the products that are going to be in the GlamBag as well as the Boxycharm. We've already done separate videos in reference to the icon box, and as those come again, I will make sure to share with you. They did release today a couple of more spoilers in reference to the icon. One of them was mislabeled, and the other two were ones that I have shared with you in unofficial spoilers. That is a product from Saturday Skin and another one from Dr. Jark. So it really wasn't that much for me to sit down and do a video and to share that with you. As soon as they're supposed to do by the end of the week, the full another group of spoilers, I will definitely go through that as well. But if you've missed out on all the icon spoilers, I will make sure to pin them in the comments down below, along with the unofficial spoiler that I have that is pretty much a lot of the same items that are in here that they're finally releasing officially. So I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of that. But like I said, if you miss out on any of my videos, all that you have to do is hit that video tab, and it will bring my most recent videos going all the way back 6 years to when I first started my channel. So if you don't see the video tab, the best way to get a new set of tabs to come up is just where you see my picture right underneath this video and the name Truewants. If you click on either one of those, a new video tab will appear. Now we have some great pictures in reference to their whole inspiration behind the bag design, and that's where we're going to start off this video. All right, so like I said, I've set up all the pictures, but I haven't learned anything until we go through all of the products together here. Now we're talking for August 2025. This is the Glam bag reveal. They're calling it Desert Glow meets Effortless Cool. And you're going to see, if we have a few pictures here, that now we can see up close a little bit better the actual fabric of the bag. When we did these spoilers, the unofficial ones, to me it looked more like a corduroy, and I don't think it is. I think now when you'll see in the next few pictures, the actual bag, I think, is simply going to be one of those faux leathers. All right, so it says, consider this your golden hour moment in a bag form. It's inspired by the sun-drenched desert escapes and the carefree summer wanderlust. August Glam bag channels a beauty vibe that's both grounded and glowing, with its earthy tones, sunset-inspired pops of color, and also the beautiful but subtle luxe hardware, which so many have shared with me that looks to you like on a horse, which is unbelievable. You were bang on. So now it's saying here, this design was made for slow mornings, spontaneous road trips, and everything in between. And that screams summer to me. So it says, to learn a little bit more about this, Just so you know, these are all designed by Joanne Wong. She's a senior designer for the fashion and accessory division at IPSY. She has been designing fashion for handbags and accessories and beauty packaging for more than 10 years for brands like Sephora, Nordstrom's, Disney, and more. So we're really lucky that we have her as part of our design of all of our GlamBag bags, as well as I think she also has her hand in when we get those gorgeous bags and those mystery bags. Now they're saying behind this design, which she definitely shared this other picture where we can see the bag a little bit more up close. So you can see the actual fabric. Definitely does not have those lines that I thought it had, which gave me that corduroy feel. This is flat. So this is definitely one of those fabrics that we're very used to with IPSY, which is that faux leather look. And then you have a better look at the actual toggle, which so many of you said it reminds you of when you're harnessing the horse. So this is just absolutely fantastic. But then we also have the inspiration board, which if you're into fashion at all, this is where it all starts. It starts with the inspiration board where they get the inspiration of the colors, of the design, all of that comes from this. And her inspiration behind this design is that it is a golden summer. It is that natural glow. It's the effortless fun. And that's how IPSY's designer, who we know as Joanne Wong, sums up this August aesthetic in just one look at the bag says it all. She says, imagine yourself on a summer vacation in Arizona desert. And then she says it's horseback riding and at sunset, taking in all those beautiful warm tones, and the moment becomes the foundation of this beautiful design. The bag will feature the rich desert brown faux leather base. It's chosen for its ability to handle both deep and bright hues. It is accented with stripes in 3 high contrast sunset shades. And they're saying, think the fiery oranges, the warm pinks, the sun beach corals, but the standout detail is that sleek custom design charm that mimics a horse's bit buckle, nodding to both the style and the golden summer nostalgia of an equestrian. I think this is so exciting, and you guys are so bang on. And then it says it took a few tries to get the size and the weight just right. And she says she originally wanted to use a full horse bit buckle, but it was too heavy. So the final version is going to be lightweight, but it is going to be subtle, and even has a little IPSY that's going to be embossed in it. And yet it will still have that clean finish that she wanted to make sure that we would all love. She's saying it's going to be effortlessly chic, endlessly wearable. August bag was made for more than just a seasonal moment. It is timeless. She says it goes with so many summer outfits and feels like something you'll want to keep using even after the season is over. So that is all the inspiration behind the bag, which I always love to share because it is so inspiring to know how much work goes into something that we get as a bonus in our bag. And then she had this one last picture that she wanted to share. Is that not stunning? I'm so excited about this. All right, now we're going to get into the spoilers for the Glam bag, and we're going to then end off with the spoilers that are all now official for the Boxycharm as well. So these are ones that they're calling it August. They're saying they're sticking with this golden theme with the sun-warmed skin. They're saying earthy tones feel good. And whether you are soaking up the last days of summers, don't forget your SPF, or easing back into school or your work routine, they have all the beauty that we will need to explore and keep us grounded, but always glowing in our August bag. So we're starting with the first item here, which is from Clinique. This is the one that is the Moisture Surge line, but this one's a little bit different. This one is called the Active Glow Serum. And in another subscription that I got, I had the opportunity to try this, and I love the Clinique Moisture Surge, but this, it has a little bit, there's like a twist on it. So if you love the Moisture Surge, I really think you're going to like this, because this is a glowing serum. So it's going to be something that you're going to use before the moisturizer. This is a lightweight serum that quenches your thirsty skin with hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, delivering a dewy lit from within radiance that lasts all day. You smooth it on before the moisturizer, and you let the juicy hydration and the glow boosting magic work their way into that skin sorcery. And so many of you, thank you for sharing in the comments that also your first dip into more luxurious skincare outside of you trying anything in the drugstore, your first counter that you ever went to as well was Clinique. So I think that is absolutely fantastic. That is like full circle. That is still around, and it's still one of those brands that's still coming out with products that truly make a difference. The next one here is a brand that I have to say thank you to everybody that is part of our community here, because you had the opportunity before me to try products from this brand. I didn't get it as a choice item, but then when it was in the point section, I ended up picking up this in the full size, which is the cleanser, and it is spectacular. And then when I had the opportunity to choose other items from this brand, I did. And I think if you haven't, and you get the opportunity to get this, even in the 350 section, if it's not chosen for you in your glam bag, you will thank us all here at Truewants later, because it is amazing. This is a brand that's called Olivia Uma. It is a Korean skincare brand, and this product is called Glass Skin Tanghula Shine. It is a muscat cleanser. They're saying it is a juicy cleanser as your first step to achieve that glass skin goals. It melts away makeup and grime with while having the ingredients in here like grape extract, green tea, and it also has amino acids, leaving your skin feeling bouncy, bright, and oh so fresh. You just lather it up on damp skin, you rinse, and you will see your skin will feel, at least mine does, and I'm a combo girl. It feels clean, not dry. It feels plumper, and it also left my skin feeling and looking more hydrated. Just beautiful. The next item is from Frank Body, and so many of us got introduced to this brand through Boxycharm before they were part of IPSY. And if you have, you definitely have to go back, if you haven't yet, and read what he writes on his packaging. He's very tongue-in-cheek, put it that way. This is his niacinamide body scrub, and a lot of us had the opportunity to try his scrubs before, but I think it was in the coffee scrub. But this one is a niacinamide, and this one they're saying this body care is going to be the MVP that buffs away dead skin. And if you have body breakouts, this is why it will help you, because it has niacinamide in it. And they're saying the niacinamide as well as pumice and a kakadu plum. And they're saying will give us the slightest glow because of those other ingredients. They want us to massage it onto damp skin in circular motions, and then rinse and then strut out skin so soft, even your loofah will feel replaced. And this is a gentle foaming scrub that has antioxidants, as I mentioned them in here, but it also, they're saying on here on the packaging, for skin looking fine minus the lines. Do you see what I mean by tongue-in-cheek? He's just great. All right, the next one is Toy Factory. Now, Toy Factory, if you're not familiar with this brand, they are the cosmetic side of Dew of the Gods, which so many of us love. This is going to be from their Prime Collagen line. It is going to be a makeup primer. And they're saying, think of this as the ultimate grip for your glam. It is powered by Prime Collagen. This skin-loving primer is the perfect prep step. It is smoothing, it is hydrating, and it's helping your makeup stay locked in all day. You just glide it on before foundation and let the blurring magic, and of course, the compliments will begin. The next one is going to be a brand that I haven't seen for a while, but it is a brand that I enjoy. This is called Glow on Fifth, and I got introduced to this brand through IPSY. This is their hydrating setting spray. They're saying the key to keep your makeup fresh all day, every day is a lightweight hydrating mist that sets your look while giving your skin a refreshing, dewy boost. It is packed with skin-loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid and rose water that locks everything in place while keeping your glow game strong. You just spritz it on after makeup or any time you need a quick pick-me-up. Now, this is something that I'm starting to see a trend happening over on TikTok as well as Instagram, and it's being started by someone who we all fell in love with here on YouTube, Patrick Starr, when he created a line called One Size, and he really has changed the makeup game. You're seeing so many brands copy his style as well as his products after he has launched them for a while. And one of his setting sprays was even used by Beyonce to lock in the makeup. But he then came out with more recently 2 other types of setting sprays. One is called the Hydrating, which is what this sounds similar to. And then he came out with his #1 product that was being used by Beyonce to set her makeup for her stage shows with SPF, which is the easiest way for me to reapply SPF without, if you're wearing a full face of makeup, you're not going to reapply your SPF over it. So putting it in a setting spray, adding it with SPF is just an easy way. But this one sounds fantastic because this one is hydrating. So a lot of people feel that the setting sprays, they help lock in the makeup, but it also, a lot of them have alcohol that dries out people that aren't oily, if you're more combo normal or dry. So these hydrating setting sprays, a lot of people are using within the steps of applying your makeup, and then you can use a different setting spray if you want to set it. But this one sounds like it has both. It sounds like it has the hydrating as well as the setting spray all in one. So that sounds really interesting to me as well. So then, of course, if you're following me just on Instagram, you're going to see my thumbnail. And then if you slide, you will see a picture. And the picture is going to be this collage of products that we discussed here in this video. But always, if you want more information, the best thing to do is in my stories, I will always have within the first 24 hours a link to the video that we're talking in right now. So if you're following me on Instagram, you should. And my name there is Truewants with the number 2, because I post other information there as well. But in reference to the videos, there should always be a link in my stories that will bring you over here. So it's a good thing to follow me on both Instagram as well as Truewants with the, where my name there has to be Truewants with the number 2. And here we're just Truewants. The next one is going to be the sneak peeks for the official ones for Boxycharm. And this one here is really interesting because all the products we had the opportunity in the unofficial, which I'm going to do my best to pin down below, because in that video I pulled out from my stash this product that I had in multiple colors. So I was able to show them to you on screen. This one on screen right now is one that is called Incognito. This is the Danessa Merrick's Beauty from her Yummy line. This is a skin blurring balm that is powder, and it's called the Low Lighter. It is a really unique product. It's not a highlighter, it's called the Low Lighter. And so many of you have also had the opportunity to try that, not only through IPSY, but also through Allure. We had it as a choice as well. This is a multitasking balm that meets powder. It is like a soft focus filter. It is sheer and blurring, but it is so flattering. It's infused with a smoothing ingredient that is trademark called Upsolite, and it is a nourishing skin-friendly pigment. It controls shine while adding a supple, sculpted glow. They want us to dab it on the high points of our face or anywhere you want to fake a full night's sleep for the ultimate no makeup vibe. This is a really unique product, and it is one that is, to me, it's like when you finish your whole face and you want a little something, you add a little bit of this and it really, really changes the whole look. And that's what I've been doing with mine. The next one is the one that I am most excited about because for some reason, every time I've had the opportunity to grab this, it has been out of my reach. If you're not familiar with my channel, I always film first, even on choice day. I film first and I make my choices later. So sometimes, because with the setup and the download and the upload and then filming, I lose out on a couple of things. But because I have the channel, that's the sacrifice that I choose to make. But I am over the moon that this is now going to, hopefully, if it doesn't end up in my box, it will be in the add-ons, because I am so curious about this because of you guys. This is a line that I've had the opportunity to try their sun products, but never their perfume. And this perfume is supposedly put together by them through the request of us, the customer, because we fell in love so much with the scent from their sun products with SPF that they had to bottle it up and make it into a perfume. So this is called, this is going to be Vacation, is the name of it, by Vacation. And this is going to be a travel spray. And they're saying this vacation in a bottle will smell like sunscreen, pool days, and your favorite summer playlist on loop. It says it has notes of coconut, banana, and a hint of SPF, which is nostalgic. And they're saying, don't worry, it's just the vibe, not the actual sunscreen. They're saying it is your ticket to feel like you are on vacation mode, anytime, anywhere. They want you to spritz it on your wrists, on your neck, and even on your beach tote to keep that good vibes going all the time. The next one is one that I had to take a double look, and I checked my stash because Iconic London, their palettes always seem to have a similar theme to it. And this is one that I do not own. This one, and I own two. This one is the Hotting Up eyeshadow palette. It says, turn up the heat with these summer-inspired shadows that blends like butter and brings the drama. It's packed with warm neutrals as well as, they're saying, fierce metallics. They're saying this palette is your BFF for everything from low-key to full glam. Just sweep it on with your favorite brush or even your fingers and let the hot girl energy commence. And what I love about this palette is you can see how it is set up. They have the mattes going all the way down, then they have the satin shimmers, some more, a row of mattes, and then another row of satin shimmers. I love that because I really feel that as a base, this is that perfect natural look that everybody should have in their arsenal. And then the way you amp it up is by changing which shade you're going to put as your pop of color right in the center. To me, it's like when a man wears the same colored suit, but he changes his tie. That's what satin shimmers do for me, because I find that I always gravitate towards this beautiful neutral look. This is one of my favorite colors that I would probably pop in over here. So I'm going to use these two to set my eye primer. And then this one here, as I show you in my Get Ready With Me, is to go above my crease just to fake the amount of eye space that I have. Then, of course, I'm going to pop in this color right under it to give it that more depth. My outer corner, and then, of course, to line with a shadow is always so easy. But I love every shade that is in here, and it is one that I'm very excited to have the opportunity to use and keep my fingers crossed and get, because if you're not familiar with my channel, I have 2 paid for accounts. So because of that, I have my icon in my original account that is the upgrade, because if you get the GlamBag or the Boxycharm, it is an upgrade to get to the icon, which means you don't get one of those subscriptions. But if you have both, they're going to upgrade you from the Boxycharm, because if you also have your Beauty Boost, it will upgrade to that icon as well. So when Boxycharm was purchased by IPSY, it opened up a second account for me, and I left that one to be without the upgrade. So during the icon months, you will see on my channel my icon, a Boxycharm, and 2 glam bags. So you won't miss out on any of that information. And when it's not an icon months, we get very spoiled over here because we end up with 2 Boxycharm boxes and 2 glam bags as always. So this one I'm excited about. And like I said, when I initially saw it, I thought maybe it was one I already owned, but do not worry. And you can check your stash. This one is called Hotting Up from Iconic London, their eyeshadow palette. The next one is a brand a lot of us got spoiled to, because I wasn't familiar with this brand. And so many of you have shared with me that the concealer is one of your favorites. So when IPSY brought us their concealer, I, like you, understand 100% what you're talking about. So this is a new product from them that's called Staining Lip Oil, but the brand is called Kulfi Beauty. This is a juicy lip oil. It is your new go-to. It hydrates, it adds shine, and leaves behind the cutest stain. It is packed with nourishing ingredients like amla, as well as pomegranate, and it acts like a balm while delivering a just bitten tint that lasts way past your lunch break. And that is the hottest trend going on right now. Everybody is coming out with lip stains. Now, I have stayed away from them because, to me, I tried lip stains many years ago, and I know technology has changed for a lot of things, which is why I love getting subscription bags and boxes, because it enables me to dip my feet into the newest technology, the newest ingredients, and the newest on trends as well. And in the past, I found those tinted would tint your lips beautifully, but they would dry them out. So I'm really excited about that. It's pairing up with an oil. So the hydration from the oil, hopefully once that penetrates in and maybe that beautiful shine wears away, you're still left with a little bit of color on your lips, but hopefully not drying. So if you've had the opportunity to try this, don't forget to share it in the comments down below. And the next item is one that a lot of us got lucky. We've been getting a lot from this brand, and it's called Dermalactives. This is a very, very luxurious brand, and their prices of their products, which we don't have to worry about at IPSY, are up there too. But the actual products themselves are fantastic, and your skin will love them. And then if you're going to want to replenish, you will find it in the shop at a heavily reduced price as well. This one is going to be their Purifying Day Cream. Now this is a Luxe Day Cream that is basically a tall glass of green juice for your skin. It is light, it is refreshing, it is packed with glow boosting goodness. It's infused with vitamins, antioxidants, and collagen supporting ingredients to hydrate, purify, and protect your complexion from whatever the day will throw your way. You smooth it on every morning and let your skin live its best life, and that life should be a dewy one. So those are all the spoilers, and of course if you're following me just on Instagram, the second picture that will be when you slide over from my post that's on my page, you will see this as well. But on my stories, you will just see the thumbnail with a little tab that says YouTube and Truewants right above it, and that's what you click on to get to this video. So this I'm very excited about. This shows you majority of the products that we talked about, but with our unofficial spoilers, we had the opportunity to get our eyes on a lot of these products out of the gate. So don't forget, my unofficial spoilers are ones that I love and have the opportunity, because as a paying customer, I'm always curious what they have in store for us. And if I can give us a heads up, you know me, I will. I always want to be on the same page as you guys, where you guys have access to the same things at the same time that I do. And that's what this channel is all about. It's about sharing information with each other. So again, if you've had the opportunity to try any of these products, please make sure to share it in the comments down below, which I do my best to respond to everybody. But it also helps everybody else out to make better decisions, because even though we're getting a deal, it's always good to know other people's mindset in reference to the products that they've already had the opportunity to try. And if you've watched this all the way to the end, thank you. The word today is simply going to be official. And then you will be, if you put that somewhere in your comment, I will know that you've watched this video all the way to the end, which I appreciate so much, because I always have so much information to share. I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of it as well. So again, I will do my best to pin in the comments some of the videos that you might have missed, but the best way to do it is to go to the video tab, because I always want to make sure that you guys are up to date with everything that I choose to take the time to sit and share with you, because I set it all up, but we go through it all together at the same time. And that's how I'm able to fit this into my busy work day and be able to still have the time to sit down and share with you here. All right. So take care, everybody. Continue to stay safe and well, and I will see you all soon again in the next one. Take care, everybody, and bye for now.